Can you hear me right?
Yeah. Hello, this is Nicholas Tanek from YourKinkyFriends.com. I have an absolute wonderful guest tonight. She is a mistress. She makes films. She's a very kinky, very interesting, and she's in Irania. Is that correct?
Yeah,
She's on
correct.
Iran. And okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lady Absinthe. Say hello.
Hello, guys. Hello.
All right. So just introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself.
Okay, so my real name is Alice, and I, as you can heard about it, about Lady Absent, that is my name online. And what can I say about me? Let's say I'm a mistress for few years already. Let's say about 10 years. And I do this online mostly, you know. I had few experience, in real life, but only a few because it's hard to find guys into this, really into this. Okay, and I'm 35 years old, unfortunately. Okay, and I live in Romania. What else about me? I do own a lot of pets because I am a pet lover, mostly cats. I do have some dogs as well, for them. And
You have four dogs and
4 dogs
four
and
cats.
14 cats.
Wait, hold, back up. You have 14 cats.
Yeah, I'm crazy. Well, people tell me that I'm a crazy cat lady. Well, it is very possible to be.
You know what's funny? I don't know if you know this, but in cats secrete. When cat urine attracts mice, so they basically trap them. But it's a new study shows. I don't know if it's that new, but a study shows that cats excrete something that make people want more cats. So hence
Yeah,
the crazy cat lady. Yeah.
it's so I don't know. It's a full-time job. So many cats. But yeah, as you said, it attracts more and more and more. I've started with one when I was a kid. My mom brought me a small cat, and after that, when I grew up, I always thought that I cannot live without cats, and then another one and another one. Then I saved another one. That one made another kitten, so long and so forth. Here I am with 14 cats. And yeah, well, it's crazy, but what can I say? I'm a good mom.
Okay.
Yeah, I love them.
Great.
And I
Well,
have 4 dogs as well. Yeah.
okay.
So what else about me? I don't know what to
So
say.
let me start with this. Start off with your journey, basically. How did you figure or accept that you're a kinky person and come out as a kinky person and to be the person you are?
Well, let's see. Um, To be honest, I always loved to be admired and to be the center of the attention when it comes to men. And yeah, to be honest, to the women as well. And what years ago, I found out about this video chat. A friend told me about it. And he explained to me, she explained to me all about it. And I said, yeah, why not? Let's try this and see what happens. And I brought all the needs for this and I started. And it was good. I started to earn some good money. And I felt from the beginning that I love to have all the power, even that I was in the girl alone. I enjoyed it to have the control. I could feel that deep inside me, to have all the power. And I said, so maybe yes, maybe not. Many guys told me that, well, you are a little bit too pushy. You are like a mistress. I had no idea about this. They say, yeah, okay, maybe. I love this. What can I say? And then someday, at some point, I had a guy. It was a very, very nice guy. He was a traveler. He was working in software or something like that, developer or something like that, traveling all over the world. And he told me, can you be my mistress? He asked me. And I said, well, to be honest, I have no idea what this is. Can you explain this to me? Yes, of course. 1 second, let me show you. And he suddenly appeared with a huge suitcase of a lot of props, toys, everything about this. And I was like, okay, now you will have to explain to me. And he started to talk about this, about the BDSM. And I was like, for start, I was a little bit confused. Okay, this is hard. This is too much. I don't know. But during many, many hours and months, because he visited me a lot, uh, he showed me this world. I had no idea about, a world of fetishes and kinkies and all this stuff. And that, in time, inebriating my mind. And I was like, okay, engaged, push the button, and for me, once you go domina, you never go back. That's what I said at some point,
It's
and
very freeing, and I write about it in The Coolest Way to Kill Yourself. The Lynn was very much a submissive woman who was really abused by her ex-husband and stuff like that. She was like really like pushed down. And once we started exploring femdom, it's like a whole new world. She became a different person. You know what I mean? She became empowered. She got her finances together. She had at any kind of it like her problems started getting solved. So it's a very freeing thing to be that way.
yeah,
Now, do you are you in a personal relationship right now?
yeah, I am.
Okay, the man, I know you are bisexual. So is it with a man or a woman
Yes,
or
I am.
multiple?
Yes, and he is a master as well.
Ah, so are you ever submissive to him?
No.
Okay, but do you dom
It
him?
would never felt like I can be under, it's no, it wasn't for me. I didn't try it, and no.
Okay, fair enough. Now I'm always interested in how
But
kinky.
both we can do this.
I'm always interested in how kinky people meet. Um, so how did you two meet?
Well, it was at a concert. I'm a rock chick, a metalhead,
Oh yeah,
and
what
I
concert was it? What band?
and I always traveling to festivals, concert, and to see bands playing. And I met him there. He was at the table drinking, of course. And yeah, we started to introduce, and let's have a beer, let's have a beer, let's talk. And I've noticed that we had so many things in common, and I enjoyed it, to talk with him. And he was from the same city where I live. And at the end, after an hour or two, I said, okay, maybe we'll meet again, maybe. And it was a coincidence because I I was thinking of him, a few times. That was a nice guy. And when I was out with my friends in the night, he was there at the table in the bar where I go. And he was there. Oh, hello, hello again. We continue to talk. And then, why not? Let's have a date. Let's drink something somewhere, just you and me, talk more about, you know, us. And I've started, to meet him like 2 3 times per week, let's say, something like that. I don't remember very, very well. And yeah, then we said, okay, maybe let's give it a try. And we did it, and here we are. After a few years, we
Wonderful.
are still together, and everything goes pretty good.
That's great. What were you there to see when you met him?
Oh, it was Motorhead, and
Oh,
I think it
R.I.P.
was,
Lenny.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm happy that I saw him live because yeah, he was my favorite. He was that man, for me. Lemmy was that man.
Motorhead.
I love him, and I love the band very much. And
Did
yeah,
you
it was.
have you ever seen the show? It's a cartoon show. It's for adults. It's called Metalocalypse.
No, no.
I would
I
highly
think I've
recommend it.
heard about it, but I'm not
It's on
sure.
Adult Swim or the Cartoon Network. It's a short show. It's only 11 minutes, and it's about the most powerful, brutal metal band in the world. Yeah, that and it's really violent, but it's absolutely hysterical.
I think I've heard some. It is very possible that my friends talk about it. It sounds familiar to me.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I
I
don't know
want
if it's.
to talk about something. You have a pentagram necklace, and
Yeah,
you have a pentagram tattoo.
exactly.
Can we show it? Okay, but you do not consider yourself a Satanist. So
No,
please explain
no.
what we were talking about before. Please.
Yeah, it's more deep. This Satan is, it's more deep inside. You need to read a lot about it to understand it. To and I wasn't very very interested about it. I know everybody, not everybody, most of the people think that when they see a pentagram, oh, you're a Satanist. Well, it's not like that. It's really not. I'm not. I consider myself, I did this and I have this necklace because I consider myself a free spirit. I do believe in those five elements, the earth, the fire, those five. And this represents me. I love to be free. Well, not totally, because in this world, you cannot be totally free. You cannot always do exactly what you want to do. But at least I tried as much as I can to be exactly like I want, not like society want me to be. That's why, I'm a mistress and all this stuff. I like to explore. I like to train others, to explore this, to see that it's not only just sex, regular sex, and that's it. It's more than this, and sex is just a name. It's a huge domain and a huge things to do. There are so many things to do. So yeah, well, let's get back to the pentagram. Yeah, like I was saying, free spirits. This is the pentagram for me. You know, the subject is very complex. I don't want to
Okay,
talk about this in here.
let's talk about your cam work. You are what's the name of the site that you're on?
I'm live.
Yeah.
I work. Let's say I am right now for I think a year already or more, but no, it's a year on. I'm live, and I think this is a very very good site. It has a great team, and it fits me perfectly. I've tried during time, in those all these years, I've tried different sites, but it wasn't mm, not very, very, very good for me, for different reasons. It doesn't matter. The idea is that I'm live only, I'm exclusive, I'm live domina over there. And since I've started, to work with them, I've noticed that they really are a good team. They help you if you need some advice, some, I don't know, anything about it. And it has good members, good guys coming over there. And it's not like, mm, I don't want to give names on other sites,
Understood.
say this is good, this is not good. It's not me to judge this, but it has good members, and it helps you a lot, to explore yourself and to do all these things. It's very good. And I've decided, most of them, I've met many mistresses, and many of them are on 2 or 3 sites. I decided to be only on I'm Live because, as I told you before, it is a good site, and they help me, and I prefer to stay only over there to focus on my guys over there, and that's it.
And people
And I'm a top mistress in there, so
people pay money to that site to
yeah,
see you, and therefore they pay you. Okay, now let's
exactly.
get. What would you say? I mean, I know your specialties, but like, what would you say are your specialties?
Well, let's see. Well, generally speaking, as I said in those questions, generally speaking, I'm a moody person. I mean, today do I would like to do a jerk of instructions. Tomorrow I can switch to something else. But let's say in a random order, uh, I like to be worshipped, worshiping different parts of my body. And my favorite would be my legs, my feet. I have a weakness for this, to see my slave, my submissive guy, on the floor, on his knees, licking my feet, and sucking the toys and all this. That would be, I think, my top number one. Then I do love sissies. I have a I have a fetish for this, to see my guy, my submissive guy, to see him dressed sluttish, with some sexy lingerie or a dress, or I don't know, a top, a corset, stockings, heels, anything. I love this view. It's amazing. It's amazing, and I like to train them, because there are many guys who never did that before. They read about it and they want to try, and I love to train them in order to become a dirty slut, a dirty sissy slut. I love that. Just to start from the beginning, starting from zero to reach that point when he comes to me dressed perfectly, is perfect. And he said, "Okay, mistress, what can I do for you?" You know, to till that point. What else? Sissies. Well, I do love the jerk of instruction. I like to tell them how to jerk a cock, how to play
I
with the cock.
I am a fan of that.
That this is this is the basic, It
Yeah,
is
we'll get I mean,
between vanilla sex and kinky, the
I'll,
start to it's something in basic. This is
Okay.
basic. And I love to see them playing, and I love to tell them when to stop, when to start, and so on and so forth, And to end with a calm eating instructions. This is another favorite of mine. Not many are into this, but those who are, perfect.
Definitely. Now, I'm always fascinated with sissies and stuff like that. And there are so many men out there who have this turn on of becoming a sissy, and or first of all, the first question is, um, the sissies that the men that you sissify, do they become do they act feminine once they're sissified, or do they just become submissive? Because I've been put in dresses before, I've been put in French maid outfits, and I don't act feminine at all. You know, I just become submissive. But some men become very feminine, and with their actions and the way they talk and the way. So, what are most of the sissies that you talk with do?
Well, there are some categories, subcategories in this. Yeah, well, most of them are acting feminine. You know, they they have a lot of outfits, and they really act like a girl, and they do love this, of course, because otherwise they wouldn't do it. Most of them, yes, most of them are feminine. And I met some others that loves only to dress, to put some a bra, or I don't know, stockings, panties, a dress, and they look exactly like you said. They act normally, But yeah, most of them are feminine. And those who I trained to become a sissy slut, they started to act like a girl, because most of them, I think they do want to be turned into a girl. My opinion, I don't know, maybe it's not like that. What I met, what I saw, most of them, they want to be a little bit feminine, and they start to act like one, to have other gestures, feminine.
With sissies, a big thing in sissy culture is and femdom culture is chastity, male chastity.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
This is something interesting that I like it. And I did it pretty much in real never, but online pretty much, yeah. I think this it has few interesting. I met guys that wanted to stop jerking because they were jerking too much, like, I don't know, 7 times per day, daily. And they come to me telling me, Mistress, I want to stop jerking. I have a chastity. Can I use it? How do I do that? Can you help me? Yeah, sure, no problem. And it was very hard for them because, okay, they put the chastity on, they locked their cock, and I did the schedule, when to take it off, when to put it on, you know, it depends after he talked to me a few times, to tell me more about him, how he control his cock and stuff like that. And I had this schedule for him, and others, they want to feel hopeless. They want to feel without the power to put, to touch his cock. And they wanted to use the chastity to know that he cannot touch it, he cannot do anything if the mistress say. And there are a few. I like the chastity. I like to to see them, especially when they want to jerk their cock, and I want to tease them to make their cock hard, but they cannot jerk. So I tell them to watch a movie,
Oh
watch
yeah.
a movie, their favorite, their favorite movie. And you can see them how they started to throbbing, to shaking, their faces become red and they cannot do anything, with the cage on. And I like to do that.
Yeah, whenever my dom locks me up, he just constantly sends me porn all day long. Like I think she like does crazy research and just to send me porn all day long. So what's the longest you've had someone locked up for?
Well, let's see. 3 weeks. I had a guy, a submissive guy, and we did that online, of course. And I told him from the beginning, okay, you will lock your cock. The key was in a box because I couldn't have the key. I told him to put the the key in the box, and I had the code. He said the code in front of me on camera, so only me I could see the code. And when I want him to unlock the cock, I had to tell him the code.
Okay.
So for 3 weeks, 3 weeks and a few days, something like that, and told him to come daily to me to tell me how he felt, what all this stuff, how much he wanted to play with his cock. And of course, I told him to watch some movies, definitely. And he was daily in my room telling me what he did. And it was like sometimes he was sending me messages. Mistress, I'm crazy. I cannot handle anymore. I wanna I wanna be free and stuff like that. Then he was chilling. Okay, now it's okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. I can do it. I can do it. It was pretty funny, to see him. Yeah, it was funny. But yeah, 3 weeks. That was the most time.
Now, there's you mentioned something on your site about anal training.
Mm.
Tell us about that.
Mm. Anal training is again on my favorite list. Yeah, I like to. Most of the guys tells me that when I ask them, "Do you like anal?" Oh no. Have you tried it? Oh no. Not even with a finger? No. You know that I tell this to them. You know that even the doctors tells that stimulating the prostate, you know, arrives to an excellent orgasm, something very different than a normal orgasm. No, I didn't know that. Well, let's see. Let's try. Now you made me curious. And we start nicely, gently, with a finger, then with 2 fingers, then let's try three fingers. It started to be hard, of course. And the reactions change suddenly. Oh, I like it. Oh, I want more. And then, okay, it's time to buy a small butt plug. Buy one small. Then you can use it, I don't know, for a few hours daily. Then start with a bigger toy and a bigger and a bigger. This is my training with them. Online, it's a little bit difficult because not all of them cannot join me online in my private room daily for hours but I I found a way to do this. I When he first come into my private, we start with fingers. If he doesn't have a toy, he can buy it. And next time, If he joins me, he will use the plug, the small plug. Then I tell him next time to buy a bigger one, and he can send me pictures, messages, some small videos with. I tell him, you do this from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. You do this. You slide your plug inside and you wait and you do nothing. You do your things, just slide the plug in. And I found it this way, and it's pretty easy to do that. And then after he got used with sliding, fingers and the plug in, I start the hard part of this with a bigger toy or fist, or there are toys, hand toy, continue with the hand toy, and the time is bigger, like 2 hours, 3 hours, faster, harder, without the lube. So it's a big process, a
Without
long
the
process.
lube?
Yeah, sometimes, well, this is only for, let's say, a punishment,
Oh, okay.
or I want to test, his limit, his limits, see if he can do it. Some did, some did, without a problem. And
I've
I
never had
was
it.
like very proud.
I've never had anything in my butt without lube.
So, that was not, let's say, one time in a month or something like that. Usually, I tell them, I advise them to use the lube because, yeah, it's better, and it's better anyway.
Now, okay, back to sissies. There are a lot of men out there who are cross dressers who are terrified of exploring um, sissification or cross dressing or anything like that in femdom. What advice would you give to somebody who's like that, who's in the closet, who's a closet sissy, basically, who's never experienced it with or in front of anyone?
Well, I would suggest them to start with small things like, I don't know, wear a pair of panties at work or outside, or it doesn't matter, outside the house. Wear a pair of panties, wear a pair of stockings or a bra or something like that, and see how you feel. If it gives you something, some feeling, because it's all about the mind and your feelings. And yeah, I advise them to start with small, small things. Then continue, one at a time, step by step. Okay, tonight I will sleep with my bra and my panties on me and see how does it feels. And stuff like that, to use step by step these things, you know. And beside the clothes, as I said before, by toys and stuff like that, I always advise them to take it easy. Don't push it. Okay, I do this all the stuff. I dress like that. I do this. I do that, because it can be a little bit confusing, And then you can say, "Ah, I don't like this." But if you can take it step by step with small things, and you feel good and you feel comfortable, or maybe you feel a little bit ashamed, or but you like it, you do it. You continue, and things will be good, will be perfect. You will go to the right way.
That's good advice. Now you are, I guess, what we say here. I don't know if you say it there, but like you are out as a kinky person. You make your living as a kinky person. Of course, though, friends and family don't always understand. Have you had any issues with your vanilla friends or your family regarding what you do?
No, I have no issue with that.
Great.
As I said before, that I'm a free spirit. uh yeah, I am one. And I don't have a problem to talk with my friends about it, or my family, my mom actually. I don't have any problem to talk about that.
That's awesome. I'm curious, what is that little red thing? It looks like an alien. It's on your,
Over here,
yeah. What is that?
it's a light, a candle.
No, 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 below that, below the candle.
This one,
Yeah. What
the
is that?
small devil.
That's awesome.
It's just a figure, and I loved it.
That
It
looks.
looks good. That's me.
Okay.
I can be a little devil if I want.
All right. Do you have any what we call hard limits? Basically, things that you will like will refuse to do.
Well, yeah, I do have, like everybody. I don't like bondage. I read about it. I saw many videos and everything about it. I cannot do it. It's not for me. It's really not for me. I No, it's a no.
Okay.
And what else? Blackmail, same, is not for me. I know everything about it. I know how it has to be done. I know what you have to do, everything about that. But no, it's not on my list, definitely. I don't like to do that.
Okay. Fair enough.
And I think it's about all this too, I think. And about, let's say, about kinky dirty games,
What are?
golden shower, it is okay. But the other, no.
Oh, not for everybody. Not for everybody. And we're
Not,
not king
yeah,
shaming
it's
here.
not for everybody. I don't like it.
Okay, yeah, and we're not king shaming here. That's very important. You know,
Hmm.
it's just not your thing, which is fine. It's not my thing either. Okay, so the cam life, going on websites and camera. What advice would you give to a woman who wants to start a cam career?
Well, first of all, I would advise them to read about it, read all about it, because I've heard many girls, many ladies telling me, I can do this, it's so easy, no problem. It's not that easy. It's it's a complex thing, and I advise them to read about this, to start to learn how to talk, what to do, what to not do. And first of all, it has to have the will. How I was, to be the center of attention, as I told you. I liked it to be admired. So I had a will, then it changed somehow, but I had that will. So I advise them to start to read all about it. And what else? To pay attention to this, because it's a very complex thing, and it's not very easy. You will learn in time. Everything can be learned in time, and it will be okay. But at the beginning, and have patience. It's very important to have patience. Being on online, on campsite, you need patience.
Just curious, what's the name of that cat that you just had?
Well, she doesn't have a name because she is a new member. I hope you will not be a member because I have already too many. So she doesn't have a name. This
Okay,
is the second day of her in here. I found it on the street, and I want to find a mommy for her.
okay.
And yeah,
So
well,
we have we have this thing called BDSM on a budget. Now, I totally urge everybody out there, if you have money, support high-end BDSM toys, equipment, clothes. everything, but not everybody has the money to be to do that. So it what is one way that you can think of to if you don't have any money but still want to be kinky, what is one way you could think of?
Well, first of all, yeah, I like this question.
Oh, thank
First of all, I think it's a state of mind. You know, if you have the right over here, toys, it doesn't matter. Of course, toys are important at some point, but first of all, you have to have the will, the state of mind. And if you don't have money to buy, you can improvise. For example, I have many guys. They want to be submissive, but they don't have the money, or they cannot buy because a reason or another, wife, I don't know, etc. And I tell them, okay, let's improvise something. We can, find a shoelace or a rope or some clamps or some ice cubes or a candle or I don't know what else. There are a few things that can be improvised. Oh, well, let's say a wooden spoon instead of a paddle. There are a few things that can be improvised, if you don't have money and or cannot buy it. But
definitely.
first of all, it has to be over here. If you have the right attitude and the will, you can do it with no toys.
Great answer. It's a great answer. Okay, now rapid fire questions. There don't have to be the answers. Do not have to be kinky, and these never go rapid fire. Okay, what was the last movie you saw that it could be something you've seen a million times, it could be something brand new, doesn't matter, but it really hit you in some way, either emotionally or you laughed like hysterically, or that you just loved watching.
It can be a TV series.
It doesn't. Yeah, it could be serious. It could be silly. It could be. Doesn't have to be kinky.
Yeah, lately I didn't see any movie because I didn't have time, to be honest. But I've started to watch some TV series like Friends,
Okay.
which is my favorite, and Two and a Half Men. On these two, I laugh a lot. They are my favorites. And what else do I love? Walking Dead and Game of Thrones.
Oh
Those
yeah, love games. The Khaleesi, Queen of
and
Dragons.
the movies that I saw a while ago. My favorite definitely is The Godfather.
Oh, that's amazing. I watched that recently.
Yeah, Godfather and The Devil Advocate.
Devil Advocate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look, but don't touch.
Oh yeah, I love that speech. It's my favorite.
Oh yeah. Okay. Recommend a book. Any kind of book.
Any kind of Stephen King.
Oh, which one?
Stephen King. Let's say about Eat
Okay.
or hmm, what else?
I'm a fantasy.
Usually, lately, what I've read. Well, to be honest, I didn't read too much lately, but the last books I've read was from the Stephen King, and I loved Eat. Was my favorite.
Yeah. What you think of
Definitely.
the movie? Did you see the movie? The new one?
I saw the movie as well. Yes, yes. And what else? Dune, maybe. Yeah, it's pretty complex,
Okay.
but yeah, science fiction is pretty good.
What is the last song? And like, it could be a song that you've listened to a million times. Could be something brand new. Doesn't matter. But the song that really, the last song you listened to that really hit you in some way, either emotionally or you rocked out or you danced or whatever, just that you thoroughly just loved listening to.
Cave, Nick Cave.
Nick Cave. Yeah.
Weeping Song. I love that song. It's from the last album, Nick Cave. And yeah, I saw him live last week. I saw him and it was amazing, just amazing. The best show ever. So yeah, lately I've listened to Nick Cave. Yeah.
So, okay, you take me as someone who loves music and has kind of a goth quality. I grew up a skater goth kid. Who are some of your favorite bands?
Favorite bands. Yeah.
I know it could be endless, but like just off the top of
Yeah,
your
the list is endless, definitely. But on top, let's say Motorhead,
head. Okay.
then will be Slayer, then will be,
Slayer.
yes, then would be, oh my God, there are so many. Let's say Testament. Hmm. Yeah, what else? Uh, Dimmu Borgir. Hmm. There
Do
are
you like
so
any of
many.
the
I don't
you
know.
like any of the noise rock bands like My Bloody Valentine or Jesus Mary Chain?
I don't like My Bloody Valentine. I've listened some few songs, but no, not my thing. I don't
Okay.
know. Not
All
my
right.
cup of tea.
Yeah. Okay. What about like stuff like the goth stuff, like Sisters of Mercy?
Hmm. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Big machine. Yeah.
Voice
I
is
also
that voice is the best.
Andrew Eldris. I'm also a big fan of Susie and the Banshees. Are you a fan of them?
Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna get a little silly here. Okay. This is the word association jar, and this was made by one of the writers for your kinky friends. What I'm going to do is I am going, and this is the last part of the show. I am going to say a phrase, a word or a phrase. You say the first thing that pops in your head. Now, I do not want to kink shame. So if I say a kink and that you like and you don't like it, please don't make fun of it. Just say not my thing. Okay, that's the only rule. But here's the weird thing about it. Sure, I will say things about like kink. So if I say like chastity device, if you could say something weird like lock, or you could say something like potato. Does it fine? It's like you could be silly, you could be weird. First thing that comes to your head. So clear your mind. Okay.
Okay.
Keep this in mind though. My friend Tangled Blue, who writes for your kinky friends, gave me this, and she has a sense of humor. She loves absurdist humor just like I do. So there's going to I don't know what's in here, and
Okay.
it may be something weird. Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
All right. So here, before we go into the jar, let's start off with the kink stuff. Okay. All right. Ready? First thing that comes to your head, word or phrase, doesn't matter. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sissies.
Sissies. Hmm.
That's the
Funny.
first. Sissies. Okay. All right. Pegging.
Oh, gaping. A nice, big, open, wide hole.
Fireplay.
Fire?
Fireplay.
No.
Okay. Going to the jar. Hope.
Hope?
HOPE. Hope.
Hope. Hope I will find a new slave soon
Good one.
to train him.
Okay. Um, choking.
Choking. A lot of spit. Yes.
Okay. Going to the jar. Fishnets.
Fishnets. Ooh, sexy.
Okay. Tattoos.
Tattoos. Huh. Tattoos. Personality.
Okay. All right. The daddy baby girl dynamic.
Kinky.
Okay. The 50s housewife kink dynamic.
Same. Kinky.
Okay. Let's see. Curls.
Curls. Hmm.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
that's a weird one.
Yeah.
Oh,
She throws us for a loop sometime, Tangle Blue. That's what
cute.
I heard. So, okay. All right, latex.
Ooh, hot and naughty.
Okay. Um, the wrestling fetish.
Funny. Yeah, it's funny. What can I say?
Strap.
Strap. Strap. Hmm. Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
All
Don't know
right.
what to say about this.
Leather.
Ah, hot.
Okay.
And it looks good. And I don't know, it's is that word? Hmm, power.
Okay. Okay. The 24/7 dynamic, master slave dynamic, or
Oh,
mistress slave dynamic.
mm-hmm. Nice. I
Okay.
like that.
Okay. Um, race play.
Race play.
Race play. Yeah.
Hmm. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know much. Hmm. Nothing comes to my
Fair. Fair
mind.
enough. Blood play.
No.
Okay.
It's
Piss
a no
play.
no. What?
Piss play.
Ah, yes, yes. This is dirty, like choking. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Great. That's you have been absolutely wonderful.
Thank
Um
you.
please take this time to plug away at your Twitter, Snapchat, website, you name it, mention it all.
Yeah, well, for those who want to explore this BDSM and to explore all these fetishes, well, they can find me on I'm Live because as I said before, I'm an exclusive domina over there. So I invite them to join me over there. And I have my Twitter, which is Lady Absinthe and Amazing Alice. And over there, they can find the link, the referral link to I'm Live. These are my two sites, let's say, where they can find me.
They
And I
will
hope
be
they
they
will.
will be on the yourkinkyfriends .com. Can you do me a quick favor before we go? Can you say this is Lady Absinthe and go to yourkinkyfriends.com? Or no, say I order you to go to yourkinkyfriends.com.
Well, this is Lady Absent, and I order you to go to the kinky.com.
Kinky. Okay. All right. All right. After when we end, please stay online because I just want to talk to you for about 30 seconds. Um, Basically, everybody go to yourkinkyfriends.com, support Lady Absinthe. All the links will be there, and you can find me on Twitter at Nicholas Tanek. Um, at Nicholas Tanek. I just did Sex Talk Tuesday, which was great. We had tons of retweets and it's a really fun thing. So check that out. You can check me on Instagram at Nick Tanek, NickTanek. You could look me up on Facebook at Nicholas Tanek. We have a secret group on Facebook, Your Kinky Friends secret group. So if you're kinky and you're in the closet, but you still want to talk to kinky people on Facebook, I can get you in the group. We've got about 1,000 people there. So just send me a message. I talk to everybody, so feel free to send me a message. I'm on FetLife as at Your Kinky Friends. It's just all one word, Your Kinky Friends. Also, we have a Discord chat group. So if you go to Your Kinky Friends and you go to the chat, there's a chat group. You can go in there. It's great. Tangle Blue runs it. Sassy Witch 666 runs it, and it's really fun. There's a diverse group of people. It ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's really busy. Sometimes it's dead. But it's really interesting and it's very fun. So it's getting late, my friends.
Yeah. a little bit.
My dom is calling me. I,
And my slaves are waiting for me.
I gotta go, and her slaves are waiting. We can't.
Yeah,
Well, she can
nice
keep me
to
waiting.
talk to you.
All right, everybody,
Okay,
stay kinky, my friends. This is Nicholas.
bye.
Bye.